Alright, it is an absolutely splendid day outside. Very nice. And I have a package. Actually, I probably would have been better off just leaving it alone the way that it was. What's in it? Well, by the video title, you'll know exactly what's in it. So we're going to just go ahead and open it up. Assuming I can actually do this with one hand, which I might be able to. Of course, the trouble is that everything is all icy outside. It's really kind of annoying. And this was supposed to get here last week, so I've been waiting for a while for this one. This is a very interesting one. Let's see. The knife isn't doing a good job. I don't want to poke too far. So we'll see what kind of a packing job is awaiting us with this one. Oh, I think I just try to do this with one hand is not fun. Alright. Especially when your knife has decided it's not going to use recyclable packaging material. There we go. 3 priority mail bags later. We have one NP77H battery, which is cracked. That's not a good sign. It's probably not any good. It probably wasn't any good anyway. I mean, you can see there's corrosion on the terminals. And an aftermarket Duracell battery. Be interesting to see if that works. Some of them do. I'm using one right now, actually, to record this video. And then the camera itself is right here. And as you can see, it is definitely as described. It's white, which I thought was very interesting, which is why I picked it up. It's got some brown smudges all over it. Well, actually, they're more like gray smudges, and I can tell you why. Have a look at the piece up here, which is gray. It covers the tape basket. This thing is sticking like crazy. The underside is worse than the above, but it is really bad. Let me put this thing back into auto exposure mode and you might be able to see it a little better. Yeah, here we go. Look at that. That is bad. And the little foam things here are actually stuck to the tape door. Hope that's not going to be a problem. There is a tape in it. You should be able to, well, you could see it. See if I can get a program mode that you can... I don't know, something's up with the auto exposure on this camera. It doesn't seem to really be working properly. But anyway, I should have used one of the other ones. But whatever, you can see this has the older style lens, which is going to make it real fun to operate. It does have a lens cap, that's a nice touch. Standard controls, fader, backlight, you know, all the usual stuff. I'm sure that the battery is dead. It does have all the playback controls on the top, as well as an LCD screen right here, so that's pretty cool. But I'm going to have to power this up. I'll let it warm up first before I use it, but I'm going to power it up and get my tape out and see if the camera actually works. Okay, so I got a little impatient. It's still a little cold, but it should be warm enough now that I can, at the very least, try and eject this tape. And I'm going to do it on camera so we can all see it fail. Well, that was entertaining. I just had to mod my power supply with a little bit of aluminum foil in order to get it to make contact, because I don't know, I probably didn't actually have to do that. I think it just wasn't making complete contact, but it seems to be working now. I've actually got a display, which you can't see. Should really have picked a different camcorder. This one doesn't even want to focus on it. Hopefully you can see that. This one probably just needs a lens cleaning, really. So let's see if we can eject this tape now. Whoa. Oh no, it's getting caught on something. There we go. There it is. Looks like there might even be some footage on that, so if there is, you'll see it at the end of this video. I don't know if this tape basket is broken in a way or what. I think it is. But let's go ahead and power the camcorder up. Oh yeah, bad capacitors. You can already tell. Not much of a surprise. I might see if it still records though anyway. Oh, here we go. I don't think we got a picture though. Yeah, we don't really have a picture. Oh, that's definitely a shame. As you could tell, this camera has bad caps. In fact, it's so bad. Alright, I definitely smell capacitor in here now. So, yeah, it's not any good. I've got it hooked up right now to this camera over here. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll power this one on. I got sound out of it this time, but I don't get any audio, and that is what the camera sees. Lens cap is off, and you can see what it's doing here. It's starting to do some interesting stuff, but you can see here the focus lens is moving in and out like crazy. If you remember way back to, I think it was 2015, I had the RCA Pro 850 camcorder, and it was doing the same thing. This was moving in and out like crazy, which suggests to me, really, that there's no picture getting to any of the circuitry in this camera. So either the problem lies in the power supply to the image sensor, or the image sensor is getting power. The signal path from the sensor to all the rest of the circuitry, and in particular the focusing stuff that's in charge of the focusing, the autofocus, it's not there. Or it's all, you know, distorted and wavy looking. I mean, you can see it there on the screen. If I go ahead and I can turn on the date overlay, and you can probably see it a little better. That's starting to maybe do a little bit. I don't know. I might see if it improves as it warms up, because sometimes you can get that. You can do it that way. I don't know if that'll work with this one. I think that it won't, because it's in such an advanced state of capacitor degradation that I don't think there's really a hope in the world of saving it. So I just discovered something interesting. Check this out. So I'm setting the date right now. I think I had another camera that was like this, but it wraps around after 2015. Interesting. And of course the date display here is not exactly Y2K compliant. There's a Sanyo camera, the Sanyo VMRZ1, that I used to have. That's the one that did that. Now, it probably won't last long enough to record much, but the battery, this Duracell battery, is toast. I just fully charged it, and it's already telling me that the battery is dead, so much for that. Source. And as you can see, the camcorder has not improved, really. So, I've left it on for however long you see on the screen there, about a little over half an hour. So I think that it's probably just prudent to stick a fork in it and call it done. Maybe I'll let it run for a little bit longer. It's quite warm. It also stinks quite badly, so. And really, just for posterity purposes, this is the camera I was using the audio from. Well, I'm holding it right now. Here's the surrogate recorder. See it there. There's, of course, the camera that is broken. It's still running. Although I think we got a little bit of a marked change here in the viewfinder. Still no picture output though. So it might be starting to come around. And this is the camera I've been using to record the rest of the video. Back here. Definitely got quite a little camcorder posse going on here. Just for this one video. This is the CCD-TR5. This is what I was using for the audio and the other part. I think this battery down here is comatose. I pulled it off of the charger and plugged it into that camera, and it didn't seem to do anything. It does measure 6, almost 7 volts. So maybe if I leave it on the charger long enough, it'll start working again. And likewise, the viewfinder's not going crazy now, so maybe if I leave it running long enough, it'll start working. But I think I'm going to just put that all in another video right now, because this is drug out for entirely way too long. So at this point, we're going to check out the footage that's on the tape, if there is anything on the tape, and that will be that. So thank you for watching. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. I'll see you next time. Till then. Well, as it turns out, there is in fact some lost video on this tape. So, all is not lost. No pun intended.
This is a getting the little guy in the robot. You got the sound on. I have to drop in between and use the color for it. So take that in hand just in case.
So ladies and gentlemen, as you heard the alarm just a few seconds ago, right now you can see that we're opening up the gates. The handrails are taken down so the gates can go flush right into the lock wall. So we are about to be entering the upper lock chamber, where again you're going to see the rising of the ship 27 feet at this lock into the waters of the Metaphor's leg level. The white building that we have on top of the center wall, it's the control house. Inside the control house, we have a control board, which is a replica of the locks. So whatever happens on the outside is a duplication of whatever happens on the inside. The control board has been designed, built, installed by the General Electric Company, and whatever happens on the outside happens on the inside. We have two control tower operators because the two lanes are totally independent. No one's transferring the water from the west side to the east, or from the east to the west side. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're on our way into the upper chamber, and very shortly after we enter, we're going to close the gates once again, and we're going to see how the ship is going to be lifted 27 feet for the second time at this Metaphor's locks.
Oh, flash. Well, he explained it. It doesn't have to be.
You can take double charge, which I have found very useful.
It's got tracks and grabs, so that's why it could be pulled off the track.
Wild animal park. I like yeah, I know. They got together husbands and get yourself. They didn't take any I don't know how they
feel it before I get down very much. Oh, that'd be the one I took out, you know.
It's called the Big Bathroom. And summer and
Get up with your nose.
Figured out why she couldn't take her lens cap on when she couldn't see. It's a lens cap. It's not a. It isn't.
And they remove about 97 million cubic yards of sand. But out of this 8-mile section, the United States has taken on over 100 million cubic yards of rock. And we're making a comparison between 102 miles length Suez Canal and the 8 miles Gator section that slashes through the continental divide. So we have to dredge a lot, as you know, that we have one suction dredge. We have 2 different dredges. And over the years, we have taken out 4 to 5 times the total amount that was taken out during the canal construction days, where dredging is concerned. We spent over almost every day. So the U.S. Congress gave the okay that the U.S. should get out of Nicaragua and move to Panama. And to support the thesis that Panama was very stable, there is a colonial flat arch downtown the old section of Panama City that has been standing there for over 200 years. And the flat arch is still standing there, and the canal today is over 80 years.
What else did he say? And I said, there's a whole lot of cigarettes. Yeah. That he never killed anybody. And I said, it's cool. Some of the little ones. And I said, can you imagine how much money you would save if you didn't smoke? No. Now this would be a picture, Dad. Meeting the moment. Okay. And another one in back. Just wait a second. There's 2 of them. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I'll make those move again. Perhaps we'll do it again. I don't know. My daughter.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's good. I think it was about 10 on 34. base of Bear Lake in Idaho. Beautiful lake. Turquoise.